Good morning, Mallards. It is a brand new year. We are watching High School Musical, the series.
Brand new year,
And we are eating waffles.
I went home, I did laundry, I did some other chores, I paid my bills, I took a nap, which was glorious. And now I'm at Disney Springs, which may have been a mistake. And Mary and I are gonna go see Cats, which is definitely not a mistake. We just saw Cats, and this time I'm saying that for real. Because I promised Mary that I would see Cats with her, and I delivered on that promise, and it was really fun. I happen to like Cats, the musical. I don't know what Mary's...
I love Cats.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love that musical. I thought that the CGI would really bug me, but partway through the film, I just sort of like accepted it.
That's
I
true.
feel
That's fair.
like in the beginning I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But then like you get far enough in and you're just like, oh, this is what life is like now. Everything just looks like this. Okay, I guess that's fine. It did bug me. So there's this one scene where like suddenly she had toes when like I feel like no one had toes before that. Or after that.
Yeah. I mean, half of them were wearing shoes and half of them weren't.
Yeah, and the ones that weren't wearing shoes though didn't have toes. But then, and most of the time it didn't seem like she was clearly wearing like ballet flats that they then like CGI'd the fur over. But in that one scene she had toes and I was like, why are there toes? The tails, however, way better than I thought they would be. They didn't bother me as much as I thought they would, I guess. Except in the one scene where they used them. When Rebel Wilson used her tail, I was like, oh no, I don't like it now.
Yeah. I had some of the, like, opening songs with the tail movements I wasn't a fan of.
Oh, all the tails in sync. Not a big fan of synchronized tail swinging.
It's not how cats work.
Correct. I love Rum Tum Tugger, who is my favorite. That's my favorite song in the show. Although I really also like Mr. Mistopheles. And that was kind of fun too because of the
cute,
way they like
yeah.
led the story. So he wasn't like a full of himself magical cat like he is in the show. Like, you get the feeling in the show, in the musical stage production, when everyone sings that song, they're like, yeah, look at this amazing cat. And in this, he's kind of like, I don't know. But it was fun. The things that they added to string the story together are good for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough thing to do. I feel like if I didn't know Cats, I would have watched a story that made sense, which I can't say about the musical.
Yeah.
There's a whole new song in this show,
Yeah. There's...
which was surprising for me. I didn't know. Did you know that coming in?
no, not
Yeah,
at all.
I didn't know that
I
either.
didn't expect her to sing.
Yeah, me either, because she's supposed to be a dancer. Like, Victoria is a dancing cat, not a singing cat. But she's got herself a song, and it's written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, obviously, and Taylor Swift. Dual writing credits. Which, like, is wild. I told Mary it has to be interesting as Taylor Swift to be like, you know what I did this year? I wrote a song with Andrew Lloyd Webber. What a 2019. I didn't mind the tails. I eventually accepted the CGI. However, the list of things that aren't fun in this. I just don't know how I feel about the entire Gumby Cat song. At all. I like Rebel Wilson. I think that all of her scenes that aren't that song are great. And also that her performance in that song is not terrible, but it's the only time I hated the CGI tails, and they have the mice and the cockroaches. And I do not like it. The mice are all children, which is weird. Also, the CGI mice are a lot more upsetting than the CGI cats, like a lot more upsetting.
Yeah, like,
And-
they took 2 seconds to finish that.
And the cockroaches are very upsetting.
See, I didn't mind the cockroaches as much as I thought I would, based on, I think Allison posted about them, or somebody posted about them. they seemed just like people. Well, a person
repeated
cockroach
in a costume.
My problem with the cockroaches is that they kept eating them.
That's true. That was kind of
That
disturbing.
was my problem with the cockroach.
Another issue with this film is the ever-changing scale. It's like watching a
my
King Kong film.
God.
Where like King Kong is this big on the island, and then this big in the city, and then this big in these other shots in the city.
Like, even just the scale in the same scene, like the cats were always too small, and then like Rebel Wilson with the bread was
Yeah.
huge.
Yep.
But then she was too small for the rest of the house. Like,
Yeah, it was very strange. Like, I had a moment where I was like, how big do they think cats are?
those cats sliding down the banister were like twice the size of my hand,
Yeah.
which is smaller than our smallest cat. It was very
Yeah,
small.
it was very, very strange. Like, they clearly did it because of the aesthetics of, like, some of those shots, but I was like, okay, that's fine. So, like, let's just dream up a world where Jellicle cats are tiny. I'm fine with that, okay? Jellicle cats are the smallest, yeah, because they are tiny cats. But then if they're tiny, make them always tiny.
Yeah.
I don't like this back and forth and back and forth.
You know, twice the size of my hand, but wearing a full-sized watch as a collar.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. A string of pearls that only needs to wrap twice. If you like cats, go see this film. If you don't like cats, probably don't.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm gonna head home and sleep before work. So I will see you tomorrow.